Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. Now go back in time right now and try to remember the nerves that you felt trying to ask your school crush out to the prom. Now that's the task of one openly gay Michigan teen in this fictional young adult LGBTQ+ novel. The book's author, Robbie Couch, has Michigan stomping grounds and joins us now. Robbie, so thankful that you could be here with us this morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm so excited to be with you. So thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming on. You're joining us all the way from California this morning. So first off, congratulations on the book release. How has the feedback been for you so far?
Thank you so much. It's been absolutely wild. This is my debut, so I've never had a book get out there into the world before. And so to get feedback and to hear from readers already, especially readers from Michigan, it's the coolest feeling in the world.
Yeah, I see a lot of back and forth feedback on your Twitter page, so that's cool. So your book is called The Sky Blues, and it's a romantic comedy about Sky Baker, who embarks on this journey to be his authentic self and ask his crush out to prom before a hacker turns those plans on its head. So, of course, I had to ask, are you pulling from experience here, or what was the inspiration behind this story?
Thank God, no, not directly. I'm certainly pulling on experience of growing up in a small town in the Rust Belt in Michigan. So certainly the world that Sky lives in is, I let my own lived experience sort of inform that world. But in terms of the specific promposal disaster, without giving away any spoilers, disaster that ensues, thank God I did not have that traumatic of a prom experience when I was in high school.
That's good. That's good. I don't think any of us want that. So like you said, you're homegrown. You're from mid-Michigan. As an author who has kind of moved on from small-town Michigan to L.A., you're in L.A. now. What do you hope LGBTQ+ readers, or any reader for that matter, takes away from this story? Why is this an important narrative?
Well, one of the really big themes of the Sky Blues is the idea of found family and chosen family. So you learn pretty quickly off the gate that Sky is dealing with some family rejection issues at home. And he's sort of lost and feeling isolated because of that. He feels like his community doesn't really have his back, and he doesn't really have that support at home. And something that I think a lot of young gay and LGBTQ people learn throughout their lives is that they can form their own families, right? They can find unconditional love with people who love them and support them no matter what. So that's certainly a topic and a theme that was important for me to kind of instill in the story. And I really hope that that message gets across to young readers today.
Yeah, I love that, and definitely can relate. So you said this is your first book, your debut, so congratulations on that front. But we wanted to know, has writing always been in the books? No pun intended. What really inspired you to start writing a book?
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to write a book. I've always been a writer, going back to Mr. Volk's 4th grade class in Clio, Michigan. Shout out to Mr. Volk if you're listening. I remember writing a book, and I mean a book. It was probably about 5 pages, but and it was so much fun. And I remember having a blast doing it and getting an A on it and feeling like, ooh, this is something that is interesting, and maybe I want to do this more. And ever since then, I've always been a writer, and I've written stories, short stories. I've started a million other novels that never got finished. And The Sky Blues is finally a novel that I finished. So it's super cool to have it get out there into the world.
That's a huge accomplishment, so that's amazing. Congratulations. All of us in mid-Michigan want to know, though, Robbie, how's it living on the West Coast? Do you miss us at all?
Oh, my gosh, yes. And I visit Michigan quite a bit. My family all lives in Michigan still. So I'm back there quite a bit, and I love it. It's a big reason why I wrote The Sky Blues and chose it to be set in Michigan, because I'll always consider Michigan home. So even though there's a bit warmer weather out here in LA, which is nice, I definitely miss Michigan.
Yeah, well, we miss you too. Robbie, is there anything else that you wanted to add about The Sky Blues or your journey as an author before we go?
Not specifically, other than it's on sale now. So readers can go and buy it on Amazon, at Barnes & Noble, or from an indie bookstore right there in Michigan. So yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we would love to have you. So thank you so much, Robbie, for joining us. I'm eager to check out the book myself. Of course, if you want to buy your own copy, we'll have a link for you in the hot links section of WNEM.com.